chicken satay, peanut dipping sauce, and mango papaya salad. Skewers, jar, water, soak. Peel and julienne a green mango. Done. Peel and thinly julienne green papaya. Done. Peel a carrot and thinly julienne. Done. Seeded tomatoes, thinly sliced, mix to combine. Mortar, minced garlic, blueband peanut butter, fresh lime juice, fish sauce, add in some sugar, mix till nice and combined. Dressing, pound to infuse. Fresh mint, fresh coriander, toasted peanuts, red chilies, mango papaya salad. Done. Thighs, skin and bone removed, cut into bite-sized cubes. Salt, coriander, cumin, turmeric, soy sauce, oil, mix to coat, evenly skewer, marinate. Heat on, pan, oil, red curry paste, saute to release the flavor. Blueband peanut butter is the key ingredient, mix it in with the red curry. Brown sugar, soy sauce, fish sauce, coconut milk. Start mixing, simmering over low heat until our creamy delicious peanut dipping sauce is done. Heat on, pan, oil, skewers on, check to adjust the temperature, heat on medium high. Once golden brown, flip the skewers and squeeze over fresh lime juice. Keep basting with the leftover marinade, checking to ensure both sides brown evenly. Once cooked through, take off the heat and they are ready to be served. Serve your peanut dipping sauce, dip your skewer into the peanut sauce, dig in. Mango papaya salad. This is also how I introduced my kids to different flavors. His first bite, deciding whether he likes it or not, and it was a seal of approval from my harshest food critic. Enjoy.
The Kikuyu in me cannot live without potatoes. I decided to give them a little twist. Boil them until they are super soft to make mashing very easy. Then I fried spring onions. Mashed the potatoes until soft and mix them with the onions. This is just for the flavor. The onions give them a very good taste. Make sure to mix the mash and the onions very well. Then I added blue band. I just love how it tastes and it makes them a bit creamier. Do the mixing to incorporate until it's very smooth. You'll notice the texture will change. So from here, I added garlic and paprika. I love the smokiness in paprika, that's why I used it. Then I added the cornstarch. It helps bind the potatoes together so that when we fry them, they don't split. So this you'll mix very well until you have like a Play-Doh mixture. You'll notice the consistency will change a little bit, yeah? Then I added dhania for the flavor. I almost forgot, by the way. And you'll mix the whole thing. From there, I separate it into different portions. Small portion or according to the size you desire. Then I add the cheese. This is the type of cheese I prefer for this. Chop the cheese into desirable pieces. I love cheese. This is optional, by the way. You can choose to stuff yours with whatever you want. You can use meat, you can use chicken, you can use veggies, whatever you want. I chose cheese. So I'm going to put cheese in the middle of this potato mashed thingy. And I'll try make some ball out. Who doesn't love balls? As you can see, we have some nice big round balls of potatoes. So now I'm making batter. You can choose flour or eggs. I prefer flour because I just didn't want that eggy taste. Make sure the consistency is light, not too thick. You want it to adhere to the potatoes very well when you do the coating, okay? So the consistency should not be very thick. So we're going to use breadcrumbs, which you can make at home, but I didn't have the time, so I just went and bought. There you dip your potatoes in the butter, and then you come and coat them with the breadcrumbs. I made sure it's perfectly coated, so we have to you can use a container to make this easier. I used this because I needed to show you how it's done. But you can put it even in a zip bag, and it will make it easier and less messy. Just make sure it is evenly coated, okay? Voila, there we have it, perfectly coated on all sides. Then I'll fry it. I had preheated the oil, okay? So I'll just fry it for I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, 5, depending on how hot your oil is. And there we have our nice stuffed cheesy potatoes. And I served them with some goat ribs. I don't know, what do we call goat meat? I don't know. It was just goat meat. They served it with some mango chutney and veggies.
Let's make a lovely sausage and mash pie. Wow. Potatoes in ocean water and bring to a boil. Hey yo, does your butcher make thick average size sausages?
Bro, that's a thick sausage.
Well, the hog house does, and get this, at 600 shillings. A heavy twinkle of lube, Peppa Pig and the clan. The key is low, slow, and patient. Once they're plump and brown, set them aside. Sliced onion, minced garlic, brown mustard, sliced sausages join the party, thyme, rosemary, magic powder, tomato paste. My pan is too small. Flour, beef stock, peas, and a touch of salt and pepper. And bring it to a bubble, giving it a stir. The boiled potatoes, then do the thing with your trusty soul crusher. Soul crusher, can you do some for me? Do your thing, soul crusher, do your thing. Your last knobs of butter, some moo juice, cheddar cheese, some salt and pepper. Then give it a lovely fold. It's assembly time. Into the baking dish, followed by a bed of the mashed potatoes. Make it all nice and smooth. Then into a hellfire for 35 minutes. And away we go. See you on the other side. I will bend over. My favorite part. I think I just unlocked a new way of making sausages.
Let's make chicken biryani the right way. This was highly requested. That is top tier. First things first, we're gonna make our biryani masala. This spice mix is composed of cinnamon stick and bay leaf. Over here I have coriander seed, cloves, black peppercorns, and fennel seed. I'm gonna add black and green cardamom. And then we're gonna finish with some star anise. Now on a medium-low heat, we're gonna lightly toast these for a couple minutes. Once these spices start hitting your nose, toss them into a spice grinder. And then we just wanna blitz this into a nice fine powder. The smell in this kitchen is already incredible. Time for some crispy onions. Try to get very equal but thin slices. 1 for the onions, 0 for golden balance. A little secret for your crispy onions, toss your onions in a pan when it's cold, and then you want to submerge them in a neutral oil, and then just turn on the heat and let them cook. Quick tip, you could peel your ginger with a spoon, introduce peeled cloves of heartburn to the ginger, and then just mash them into a paste consistency. For our chicken of choice, I'm going to be using some skin-on drumsticks. I feel like these are most optimal for biryani. To the drums, I'm going to add some full-fat yogurt, the garlic and ginger paste, a healthy spoonful of our biryani masala, a nice spoonful of Kashmiri red chili powder, some turmeric and a green chili, and then we're going to finish with a smooch of lemon juice. Make sure you salt this operation very well, and then we're just gonna mix and marinate until we lose patience. For our rice, we're gonna be using an Indian white basmati rice. This is an extra long grain and it's naturally aged. With cold water, wash it thoroughly until the water runs clear. Then we're gonna soak the rice 15 to 30 minutes. To some boiling water, I want you to add some star anise, clove, and cardamom, a cinnamon stick, and some bay leaf. I'm gonna salt this water generously, and I've learned to add some biryani masala. Now, our washed basmati rice is gonna join the party. We're gonna allow the rice to boil for just a couple minutes, and we're going for a 60% cook. I actually learned this tip from Gully. Your rice is still parboiled. I'm just gonna lay it out on a rack. We're actually gonna let our rice cool down. Start with a nice heap of ghee, and then we're gonna gently lay in our marinated chicken. I'm gonna change pots. I don't like this one. Toss in a hefty amount of cilantro and mint, a very nice handful of those crispy onions. Then I want you to add half your basmati rice. On top of the first layer of rice, we're gonna add more cilantro, more mint, more crispy onions, sprinkle on nice dollops of ghee, and then I season this with a little bit more biryani masala. Hit this with a quick pinch of salt, and then we're gonna add our final layer of rice. Final layer of mint and cilantro go on. More crispy onions, sprinkle or drizzle on a little bit more ghee. By the way, this was just sitting in the fridge, that's why it's solidified. Finally, one more light pinch of salt and biryani masala, and then we're gonna finish with some seep saffron water. Make sure it's sealed nice and tight. First layer of aluminum foil goes on. Cover your pot with a lid, and then we're gonna cook this low and slow for about 30 minutes. So to recap, ghee marinated chicken, then we did cilantro, mint, onion, biryani masala, salt. Repeat that process. Rice, and then top it off one more time, but add some saffron water. After about 30 minutes, I'm gonna kill the heat and just let it sit for about 15 more. It's the moment of truth. Ooh. Oh, that smells so good. This looks gorgeous. Just look how fluffy the rice came out. This plate is a masterpiece. Just look how tender and juicy that chicken is. A little bit of that rice. And as always, now bismillah. Honest to God, that is fabulous. 5-minute update, I'm destroying this plate. After you make this, you're gonna love me forever.